I'm like trying to think of a witty intro, but I can't because I am genuinely so preoccupied and excited about what came out today in Apple's spring event. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about. I'm going to give you a general overview as to what Apple just launched today and share some of my thoughts, particularly on the new iPad Pro. So let's just jump right into things here. First and foremost, there is a new iMac that is M1 equipped, and I honestly did not expect that today. I have the live stream right here, so I'm just going to skip to where it debuted here. So let's just find that. Yeah, it's really something else. From this clip here where it's like sliding into frame, I was like genuinely like, oh, it's like, what is happening? And this is very reminiscent of the original iMacs that Steve Jobs launched at Macworld or whatever in 1998. Similar colors, and I love it. It's very colorful. It's very Apple. The iMac hasn't been this exciting since the iMac G4. It's been relatively the same sort of all-in-one unit since like 2005. So this is really great to see, and I cannot wait to get my hands on one of these. Once again, it's M1 equipped. It's colorful, and it's super thin because they no longer have to worry about adequate cooling in here. All the logic board is in that sort of bottom bezel. I was a bit disappointed to see that, but honestly, considering just how much they packed in here and considering how thin it is, it's just really, I have no words. It's like, I'm so happy that they finally updated it, gave it a proper upgrade, if you will, and they look so nice all together like this. This device also has a 4.5K 24-inch display, up from a 1080p or 4K 21.5-inch display, so it's even bigger now. So it's going to be a nice sweet spot in between the 21-inch display that we've been used to and the 27-inch display on the bigger model. I kind of wanted to see a 27-inch model. I think I said that before, but we're probably going to see that later in the year with more advanced Apple Silicon. This device also finally has a proper HD camera, amazing speakers apparently, which we have to test, and a brand new keyboard with Touch ID built in. So yeah, overall, this is a very crazy new colorful iMac, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. But now let's talk about the product we've all been waiting for more than a year now, it seems, an M1 equipped iPad Pro. I honestly thought they might have an A14X, but it makes sense to implement the same chip into so many different devices. It probably saves costs and it makes things more efficient. It probably makes optimization easier. And this little trailer action flick that they did was so funny. You'll see why in a minute here. But yeah, M1 is in the iPad Pro now. We've all been talking about how crazy this chip is, and the fact that it's an iPad Pro is just insane. And look at this little face reveal here with I saw that. I was like, what? So yeah, this device is even more compelling for creative professionals now, whether you're doing sketching and drawing, 3D modeling and video editing. And yeah, they're claiming really high performance on this device, as they should, because now, you know, we already have a taste of what M1 can do, and we can only imagine how nice it's going to be in this iPad Pro form factor with apps like Procreate and LumaFusion, for example. I was really hoping that they would bring Final Cut Pro to the iPad Pro, but I feel like they want to keep the, you know, app market competitive, or they want to keep the Mac competitive and have that program just for Mac. It kind of makes sense, but, you know, I really wish that, you know, one day I can, you know, edit my videos on the go like this, but, you know, we'll see what happens. But the fact that we have this power in here is just so amazing. You can game faster too. I mean, like, they claim like console level quality, so I cannot wait to test gaming with this device. They also touched on 2 times faster storage, which is nice, and also they're going to launch a 2 terabyte version for people who want to do, you know, video editing, for example, because I don't think external storage is still a great experience with iPad, because I'm sure they want to keep the Mac, you know, competitive, but still it's nice to see a higher capacity for people who need it. They also implemented 5G into the iPad Pro, which is great if you're on the go, but of course only a few people can really take advantage of this. But something that 12.9-inch iPad Pro users can take advantage of is a brand new XDR display, and I'm trying to find the part in the keynote where they go over this. So yeah, they talked about how they took the technology from the Pro Display XDR, their $6,000 display, and they crammed it into the iPad Pro 12.9-inch body. It's kind of sad that it's not in the 11-inch one, but it kind of makes sense though. Like, if you want a bigger display, chances are you want a better display, and it also makes this device a bit more compelling, because there are a lot of 12.9-inch iPad Pro users, including myself. I have one right here. So yeah, they crammed all these mini LEDs into the iPad. They made them smaller, and it brings 1,000 nits of brightness HDR content. And yeah, I just cannot wait to get my hands on this and compare it to the LCD display in this current gen, or the last gen at this point, 4th generation iPad Pro with a liquid crystal retina display, or whatever they want to call it. But on the front, there's a brand new ultra wide 12 megapixel camera, which brings a feature called Center Stage, which allows you to sort of like have more room in your shot, or like in your sort of field of view when you're FaceTiming someone. So as you can see here, this guy is being followed around by the camera virtually, or like sort of like in post or like in software, which is super cool and very important in a world where, video chat is more prominent, especially, with the current times and in the future. I mean, I think like, history is sort of, making virtual connection even more important. So that is a great innovative feature, I will say. Oh, they have Thunderbolt now with the iPad Pro, so we'll see how much faster that is. And that's about it for this event. Apple also launched AirTags for $29. I'll probably cover those in a different video, but I'm sure you wanted to just hear about iPad Pro from me. They also launched a purple iPhone 12, which I might get my hands on. And that is about it from me, people. The iMac really made my day, I'm not gonna lie. I expected iPad Pro. I've been studying, the leaks and rumors and stuff, but the iMac, I mean, I have seen concept renders and stuff before, but just to see them in person, or like at least, officially, is so nice. I mean, we've been waiting for an iMac redesign for so many years. So yeah, I cannot wait to cover all of this stuff. Everything is available for pre-order on April 30th, and I think a lot of the stuff is available mid-May, so expect some content from me. It's great to actually cover some new tech now. But yeah, I kind of want to get this video out as soon as possible, so I'll cut things here. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and as always, I'm Noah, and I will catch you all in the next one.